Hey, all right, everybody, look, I've got another box. Right, okay, so what's inside this box today? Well, it's the Cyrusher Rumble 2.0. So let's have a quick look what's inside the box, and we'll put it together and we'll get it by here and we can have a look what it's like. Right, okay, this is what it looks like inside the box. You can see by there a nice lovely blue go across there like that. You can see the wheel and mudguard is there. There's the seat, there's the little box of tricks there. So there we go, that's what it looks like packed up in the box. Okay, so I got the bike out of the box, I got the wheel here, I got the front mudguard, and then in this box here we got some tools. Look there, chargers in this box, get a free pump, a spanner and some pedals, and the instructions are probably at the bottom of this box here. Yes, there they are. So here it is, all put together. Now this one is in a beautiful blue. It's a very, very nice colour, and it does come in a few different colours, so I'll put the colours by here by the side of me. So anyway, let's get the camera in and have a closer look. Now, I don't know how well this colour is actually going to show up on camera, but it's a beautiful colour. Don't know if you can see how deep that blue is there. Very nice colour. So we have got front suspension there, plastic mudguards. There's the frame there. Does look pretty strong with that extra brace in there. And then the rear rack is integrated. It's all built in to the actual frame. Okay, looking up here at the wheels, the tyres and the brakes. The brakes, 180mm discs with hydraulic brakes. Then the tyres are 20 times 4 inches. At the back here, we've got a rear light. Let's turn the light on. There we go, there's the light. And if I pull the brake like that. Now this rear rack here is sort of obscuring this slightly if you're looking down at an angle, but you should be able to see that brake light quite clearly. Let's have a quick look at the front light. And there we go, there's the front light there. It looks like it's got 4 LEDs in it, but that looks super duper bright. So we'll try and have a look at that a little bit later on, somewhere darker. So this is what it looks like with me sitting on the bike. I'm 5'10", 178 centimetres or 1.78 metres. You can see that it's a lovely upright position, very comfortable. There is adjustment on the handlebars as well as the seat. Up here on the handlebars, 7-speed Shimano, there's the display. Let's turn the display on like that. Nice colourful display. It is a good looking display. Over here you got your plus, your minus buttons, your walk function, information, your light on and off. Now the battery, it's easy to get in and out. You just pop the key in, lift it up, back like that and out. And there's a 48 volt, 18 amp hour battery. Okay, here we go. The magnet of truth. First of all, mudguards, they're plastic. This bit here, some sort of aluminium. This bit here, some sort of aluminium. This bit, some sort of aluminium. Handlebars there, some sort of aluminium. The actual frame itself, some sort of aluminium. Pedals, aluminium. And these bits are aluminium as well. The whole frame is aluminium. And the seat there, aluminium. And even the side stand is aluminium. So it's an all construction of aluminium and a bit of plastic. Right, okay then, that was a look around the Cyrusher Rumble 2.0. Let's get this bike out on the old open road. Right, okay, here we are out on the open road. Now I'm going to head towards a mountain that way, which is a different mountain to usual. The mountain this way has got a few more hills, a lot of hills actually, a lot of steep hills. So we can try out, you know, how easy this bike goes up hills. Right, okay, there's a huge hill just around this corner by here. So we'll give this a bash, see if we can get up here. So this is very steep. I've got it in. Let's go on the main road, is it? Because it is. So I'm gonna have to try and do a start on this hill in gear 4, which isn't ideal, but we have got a torque sensor, so let's go. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Now this is a steep hill by here. I'm in gear 4, pedal level assist 5, and it's getting up here, it's okay. And it is a steep hill. It is leveling off slightly. We're still on a hill, but I got up here fine. I was actually on the hill when I pulled off in gear 4. So, hill climbing, very good. And then there's another hill when I turn left by here now. So, I think I'll go into gear 3. Because you have got to put a little bit of your own effort in. But as long as you keep pressure on that torque sensor, it gets you up the hill. There we go. It's leveling off now. Something noisy coming behind me. Poor. Stinks of fuel. Right, that's better. Oh. Away from all the traffic. It is a bit trafficy today. It is a Saturday, so there's a lot of traffic around. And there's a car coming behind me now. I just can't get away from these cars. I'll pull over by here so he can get past now. Yeah, okay. He is actually stopping by there. I pulled over for him, but he's actually stopping by there. So anyway, right. So there is Noah. There is Noah. Who's Noah? So there is no rear suspension on this bike, but it's okay. And they do sell quite a expensive. It's a very good one, but it's an expensive suspension seat post on the Cyrusher website. So it's a very good seat post, but it is a few pounds, or euros, or dollars. And I would get a suspension seat post. If this was my bike, I would get a suspension seat post, because even though it's not too bad, and I have got a gel seat cover on top of this seat, but the seat is already comfortable. We'll have a look at that in a little bit. Let's just carry on up here for a bit. Right, okay, I've gone a bit further. Hopefully the sun stays out, because it is still a little bit cold when the sun goes in, but it is a beautiful day. Now, I'm going to carry on along here. It is a bit windy though, but you probably can't tell because this mic cuts out the wind, but it is a little bit windy. I'm going to carry on along here, and then there is a humongous hill. So we'll see if we can combat the humongous hill on this bike. I think it should be okay. I might have to go in gear 1, but it's like that, it's really steep. So I think I'll go up by here, I'll pull in, because I want to change this kilometers per hour to miles per hour. And it's probably the plus or minus button, go into the settings and press a few buttons and it should be miles per hour. But I think there's a little place to pull in by here, so I'll pull in by here. Right, plus and minus button. And there we go. No, plus and minus button. Press that there. Press that to number 2. No, that's not right either. So I got to press the information button. There we go. Then press that. Number 1 is miles per hour. Do I hold the information button? There we go. We're in miles per hour. There we go. We're in miles per hour. Let me just show you my view, where I am by here in a second. Right, okay, that's my view that way. That was either a barn or a farmhouse that's sort of been half demolished, I suppose. And then over this way here, that's the van that stopped behind me a while back, doing deliveries. This is the view I got from by here. Quite a nice view, except for the big electricity poles. But it is quite a nice view from here. I have been here before in some of my other videos, but I'll go up. I'm gonna go up that way now, a little bit higher. And when I get up there, right up there, there's the bike, right up there, we'll have a look what it's like up there then. And there's a cyclist going past me. So there's the bike anyway, look at that. It is a nice bike. And we've got an 18 amp hour battery, so it should go pretty far. But anyway, let's stop waffling on and get up there to that massive hill. Now I'll try and find somewhere to do a brake test as well. It has got 180mm discs and hydraulic brakes, so it should stop okay. And there's not much point doing a speed test if I pedal by here like this as fast as I can. It cuts out at 15.5 miles per hour, but I've managed to get to 18 miles per hour because it was a bit of a hill by there then. So it does cut out at 15.5. But the big, huge hill is coming. I'm not looking forward to it. It's just around this corner by here and it gets very steep. So what are we in? We're in pedal assist 5. I'm in gear 3 at the moment, but now some people say with the torque sensor that you shouldn't go right down the gears because then you're not pushing on the thing enough, but this is really steep, so let's try number 2. That's actually quite easy. This is very steep by here now. I'd have to go in gear 1. We're making it. It's not over yet. So there's another big, massive bit by here as well. It's very steep and it doesn't show on camera, probably not. But here we go. Now this must show on camera. Look how steep it is. It's absurd. Now I've got to push quite hard by here. It is helping me, but I'm pushing a lot now. And that was steep. It's going a little less steep now. Right, we made it. That did puff me out a little bit. Right, okay, I've stopped by here again because I'll just give you another look at the views because it is a very nice view. I'll go slow as I can across there. Now you can't see everything that I can see, but I can see loads of wind turbines over that way. And there's quite a few over that way there somewhere as well, over by there. I think there's some that way as well. I can see some that way in the distance. You won't see them on the camera, but there we are, look at that. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now there is one good thing about going up a hill for a long time, because I have been going up for a long time, is that you go down for a long time. So I've got all the downhills to look forward to. That's the best part, isn't it? I'm still going up slightly. It's not much of a hill now, but I am still going up. I'm trying to find somewhere to do a brake test. When I get the downhill part, we'll just see what this bike is like going downhill with gravity. And I need to test this walk function as well, just to see what that's like. I'll just stand up, get some speed up, and I'll stand up just to see what it's like when you're standing up. And I can go side to side. It does feel all right. Yeah. Seems to handle pretty well over the cattle grid. Oh! Hello, sheep. Right, okay, we are going to start the downhill descent. So when I get past these cars, looks like something is going on by here, but once I get past this next cattle grid, we'll have a nice bit of downhill, then a bit of flat, then a bit more downhill. Now let's try and go down this hill with just gravity. Try and avoid the potholes and the bumps and everything. There's a couple in the middle of the road here, let's try and avoid them. What are we doing, 21 miles per hour? It's not the steepest hill in the world. See if we can get faster than that. Come on. We need some speed. 21. And that's it, I think. Come on. We're catching that bloke in front of us. Now there's a road in front of me here. I think I'll go up here, see what's up there, because, fly in my face. This road goes to nowhere. You probably can see, because it's you can see all the bricks have washed down from it. So let's go for a little ride up this road that is an unused road, and I think it gets unpassable the further you get up. Anyway, let's carry on up here. Right, okay, so I've just been up that hill and I've come back down again because you get up to the top, well, not at the top, halfway up, and the road is a hell of a mess. So this is a good time to have a quick look at the walk function. So put the side stand up, engage the button like that, and nothing happens because I don't know why. Let's try again. Like that. There we go. There's the walk function. So can I hold it back? Yes, I can hold it back easily. I got to be honest, it's a very slow pace. What are we doing? It's not even registering on the display there. It feels like 1 mile per hour. So it's a very tame, look, it'll just about take the weight of the bike up this hill, which is fairly steep, but it doesn't give you any sort of assistance. It doesn't pull you up the hill. So it's on the weak side and it's on the slow side. That's what the walk function is like. Right, okay, just after this cattle grid here, there is a steep hill. So I'll try and go as fast as I can, but there's turns and stuff. So if I come to a turn and I can't see around the corner, I'm not going to be going 30 miles an hour, but this is steep now. This is very steep. So hopefully there's no cars coming. I can't see around the corner yet. Right, here we go. What are we doing? 24, 25. Watch for any holes in the road. 27, 28, 29. I'm slowing down because I can't see around the corner. I could have gone a bit faster if I, would know that there's no cars around the corner. But if there's a car coming, I'm done for. Even if I pull the brakes on at that speed, it's still going to skid forward a bit. Anyway, it's quite nice to end a ride going down a hill as fast as possible without having an accident. Anyway, I'm going to carry on and make my way back this way. It is a very good bike. I think the price is pretty good. This is the 2.0 version, so this is the updated version, and it's a very nice bike indeed, and it has got, enough power to get you up the hills, and it is a legal e-bike. And I said legal L-E-G-A-L. Anyway, look, a 20 mile an hour speed limit. Where am I going? 30 miles per hour. Anyway, I'm going to carry on this way. Stop first for this car. Okay. See, the brakes did stop well. Oh, another car. Okay. Where they all going? These roads are quite thin. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm going to make my way back. Oh, I haven't done a brake test. Ready? Let's get up to 15.5 miles per hour. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Well, it did stop well. It was going downhill mine, so it did skid a bit. Let's just turn around, because I think I must have left a mark. No, actually, maybe a little bit up there. It's quite good if it doesn't leave much of a mark, because it means that the tyre compound is going to last a long time. If you do a skid and lots of the tyre comes off, and then the tyre is going to wear down quickly, but then it might give you more grip. So there's pros and cons. But anyway, that was the brake test. And I didn't have to pull the brakes, you know, really hard with my hands there then. But the brake test is a win. Anyway, with that being said, I am definitely going to make my way back. Right, okay then, that's my review of the Cyrusher Rumble 2.0. All the links will be down in the description below. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, hype, do all them beautiful things, and I will catch you in the next one.